I will go for the phased approach. And also because I don't know after rolling out that 50 virtual machine how it is working, whether it will work fine or not, whether there will be any health any compatibility issues comes or not, whether the bandwidth can be managed those 500 virtual machines or not. So entire thing, whenever I find out that it is working fine, then I will go for the next of the thing. Next of the things means I told that right now everybody is going for creating their own cloud service provision, like IBM Cloud is coming, AWS is coming, Microsoft Azure is coming. Now, I need to give something extra features within my cloud services to enable the customers or user experience easier one. And also, I have to give them a broader set of services so that the customers will be find out my services or my offers are much more lucrative than the other offers. Now, how can I give? How can I give within the same resources the newer ideas of giving some bunch of services? So in that case, I need to come up with a broader selection of cloud services. Broader selection of cloud services means earlier we used to give only the virtual machines. Right now, AWS has come up with this solution in 2016 that apart from only giving virtual machine, I will give the softwares that are also installed on top of my virtual machine. That means I am giving the service with the softwares itself also. The softwares are also installed in it. Now, which software I will install? Suppose whether I should create an MinStack enabled virtual machine, or shall I go for a LAMStack enabled virtual machine, or shall I go what shall I go for XAMPP? So what kind of virtual machine I need to create, because each of the users have their own requirement. So if I make this kind of combination, means that a PHP के साथ MySQL PHP के साथ Microsoft SQL server or PHP के साथ Oracle. So if I consider the combination, that case millions of combinations will come. Now, is it possible for a virtual machine service provider to create millions of combinations? So it is not possible. Now it is quite like providing the Play Store services or the iOS Apple what they are providing the Play Store services. Is it possible for them to create all the applications by themselves, iOS or the Android? It is not possible, na? So why then what they are doing? They have created the Play Store open for all users. Means that you can create and launch your app. And by installing that app, you can get the services. Now, any user can install, upload their app, and if you are using their app, then you will get some money. So it's a win-win situation. Means that instead of creating all those virtual machine with the related softwares by the cloud service provider, what they are doing, they have given the entire task to some third party. So they are creating the virtual machine with the related softwares and they are uploading it to their marketplace, and you can download those virtual machines from the marketplace. Now, what is the business model then? For utilizing their software, the third party will get some money, and for utilizing their hardware, means the virtual machines, the cloud service provider will get some money. So this is a one kind of business model solution that AWS has come up to give the customers a lucrative approach in their rollout plan. Last week I have discussed the same thing. Now, is this clear, student? If it is clear, please write one. If it is not clear, I will explain it again. I am waiting for your response. Students, I'm waiting for your response. Is this clear? If it is not clear, please write 0 in the chat box. Students, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so yeah, so whatever I have discussed, was it audible to you? Because
Yes, sir. Yes.
okay, so is it clear as whatever I have told
Yes.
regarding Amazon Marketplace?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
all the students give the response in the chat box.
Okay, but I have not received any response anyway, because due to the network problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is that introducing new types of cloud services, such as earlier it was that SaaS as a subscription model. Now instead of SaaS application, also instead of SaaS, it should be PaaS. So in the SaaS as a subscription model, we are giving PaaS also as a subscription model. So these are the different types of approaches the cloud service providers are using to give them a lucrative offer in their rollout plan. Okay, then additional external cloud service providers to broaden the product selection offer means that sometimes it happens that some of the services I cannot provide. So that case, what I have to do that I have to make an agreement with the third party service provider that I can give that services from this service provider approach. Okay, and another is that an initial cloud infrastructure deployment that enables the local deployment of some cloud services or offering or local cloud resources to supplement the initial services. It is the same thing that what is written in the earlier point is also that some of the services that if I want to offer, that case I need to take the help of some third party vendors services also. So that I need to take care of. Now, in case of the rollout plan, I need to take two decisions. One is that hosting or aggregation of business model selection. Another is the storefront inclusion. So what is that? So first thing is that what is architectural decision? Architectural decision means that each of the cloud service providers approach of creating the cloud services are totally different. Just a minute. Let me share my screen first. So basically, each of the cloud service providers, oh, it is not visible.
So you are not audible.
I think that my screen is also not visible, right?
Yes, sir.
There is some problem happens. Anyway, first I explain the thing, and after that I will show you through the board. Means that first we need to think about the architectural decision, that what kind of architecture I should choose. Why the architectural decision I need to take? Suppose I am giving one example that as an user's perspective, so you want to create your services. So what kind of services? Suppose you want to create your own company's website, and suppose your company's name is ABC or Super Eco Delivery. Now you want to take the entire help from the cloud service provider. Means that you are taking the AWS cloud services for creating your virtual machine, and on top of the virtual machines, you are taking the help of Oracle as a database for running these applications, and then you are taking PHP. You are taking any other suppose other third-party tools like Google Map or anything. So within your systems, you are taking the help of multiple numbers of vendors logo, right? You are taking the help of AWS, you are taking the help of Oracle, you are taking the help of Google. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, when and after that, whenever you will launch that instance, whether it will be written that your application is developed in this platform and you have used the help of this platform, nothing will be written. So it will be visible that it is a Super Eco Delivery. Right. So in that case, I need to take one architectural decision that up to what extent I should use the logo or the proprietary thing of the third party vendors, and after that, at what extent I will be able to use my logo. So that will not be decided by the user, because user has Super Eco Delivery. Whenever they got the chance, they will only are going to promote their logo only or promote their brand only. They are not going to promote AWS. They are not going to promote IBM Cloud, or they are not going to promote Google or Oracle or whatever the help they are taking. Now, at that stage, so they will write at certain space. You will find out that in some of the websites, at the top of that, it will be written that it is powered and developed and maintained by these companies. So those architectural decision you need to take, and those architectural decision you need to convey with the respective users, that up to this extent you can use our brand, and whenever you are going to promote your brand, no issue. That case, you have to use our name. Now, whenever you are using their name, that case, what should be the font size? Means that you have to use at least 12 font size to promote your brand. Otherwise, what will you do? Promote the brand of promote the brand of the developer or cloud service provider. Otherwise, what will happen? I will create and I will write Super Eco Delivery in a big font so that everybody can see that. And whenever I will write the developer's name, I will write in a, this one is I have written in 100 font size. And whenever I am going to write the name of the developer, I will write it in a 6 font or 5 font, so that मैंने तो लिखा, अभी ये दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, मैं क्या करूं? ऐसा होता है ना? Have you noticed that or not? आप लोग जब कोई whenever you find out something, so and with that product, if there is some conditions that you need to apply, that conditions will be written in such a small font that it is not visible at all, so that it cannot be, it should not be noticeable to you. So to get out of this approach, they need to take some architectural decision within their cloud services, that what at least how long, how much bigger font you should use to promote the developers' brands also. Or sometimes what they do that, okay, whatever yeah, you will write that, okay, my entire screen size is only this much. If I use your brand logo of this font, so how can I use my brand logo? So that case, whatever you can do that, you can write it in 10:1 ratio. Means that if your brand logo size is this much, then the developer brand size should be 1/10 of this one. Is it clear, student? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next thing is your storefront inclusion. So what is storefront? Have you heard about storefront? Storefront is basically a virtual interface of your desktop through which administrator can control, maintain, and monitor other users and services. Means that suppose if what will happen that whenever you are doing a lab, though this facility is not present in our monitor or in our system, what will happen if we get such kind of a systems where I can see whenever you are doing a lab, I can see all your desktop. आप लोगों का जैसे वीडियोस आता है ना, instead of this all your desktop will be visible to me, and what you are doing I can check, and if there is any issues come then immediately I can resolve by clicking on the desktop and it will come to me, and I can immediately get control of your desktop and I can resolve the issue. Though one-to-one desktop control I can do that, but is it possible? Means that if I install the team viewer or any desk or even in Zoom also, I can control only one desktop if you give the control to me. But is it possible to check the multiple desktop? 100 desktops are there, and is it possible to check 100 desktop at the single glance? Whenever I want, I can check any one of the desktop. It is not possible. Apparently it is not possible, but some of the cloud service providers are there who give this access to the administrator, that if you have 100 numbers of users and they are using the 100 numbers of virtual machine, you can get control of all those 100 virtual machines from your desktop, and you can check it, and you can monitor and control and everything. Means that in front of your desktop, तुम्हारा desktop में 100 thumbnails view आ जाएगा. All those 100 thumbnail view are the desktops of all the 100 machines, and you can click any one of them, you can get the control of that particular desktop. So that facility is called the storefront. So storefront inclusion, so it's one of the decisions that we need to take, that whether we should give the storefront inclusion or storefront access to the administrator or not. Okay, student, storefront and hosting and aggregation of the business model selection, is this clear? If these two topics are clear, please write 1. Visa, it is 1. Then what about the others? Okay. So what are the other adoption pattern principles that we need to take care of? So as per plan, we need to take two decision, two architectural decision. One is the hosting and aggregation business model selection. That what type of hosting will be done at the time of hosting. What extent of your logo or branding should be used, or the developer or third-party users branding should be used. Another is the storefront inclusion. Storefront inclusion will give you much more control to the administrator. Next is the adoption principle. The one adoption principle is that there are different types of businesses are there. So all those business and their business models are also different. Now those business model must have to be included in your cloud services in such a manner that those business model terms and their workflow should also becomes compatible with your cloud service development model. Means that it is not like that I will go to launch only the software businesses in the cloud. I can go for any FMCG businesses, like I can go for my series, or whatever stationery products I create, or if I want to create one gardening solution. So that gardening solution, there may be different types of terms are being used in my gardening solution. So those terms are also the system should be accustomed to it. Why I am telling this so? Because the cloud service models are not aware about all those terms. But still, why I need to provide all those terms to be adaptable with this cloud service solution? Just one answer is that I need to provide the one firewall into my system to make secure my systems, right? Now, at the time of securing my system through the firewall, I need to put some term. Which term, if within my packet it is there, then I should restrict it. Now, at that time, if I put any term to restrict the packet, which also included in your business model, that case, most of the business specific queries will get blocked. Do you get my point? I think it is not clear to you. Is this clear, student?
Sir, can you explain again?
Okay. Suppose I want to put a firewall in front of your business. Just a minute, why it is not coming? Now I want to put a firewall in front of your business. Now, for your protection, what I want to give that I want to restrict the term sex. Now, it's a business of suppose stock exchange. Now, in the stock exchange, the many popular terms are there like Sensex. Now, what it will do that whenever any packet comes with the name Sensex, immediately it will block. Now, what it will do? You got my point? So that I need to know that what kind of businesses are you are doing and what are the terms are there related with that business. So I need to accustom my cloud services also with that one, so that it should not get hampered. You got my point now? Is this clear, student?
Yes, sir. Now it is clear.
Okay. Next is that my business model and approach to architecture scope definition enable to broad span of adoption across many types of businesses that enable the cloud service provisions. Means that within my systems, my cloud services may be the complex enough because I am dealing with the multiple numbers of clients. Multiple numbers of clients within the same services and same resources. Now, entire system is complex, but at the user's point of view, it should not look like a complex one. It should be as easier terms because they may not be tech savvy. They may not be the persons who are accustomed with the technological term. So I have to make our systems as easy as possible. Now, what should be our component model? And basically, the first line I have written over there is that preparing the cloud computing environment using IBM Smart Cloud. Smart Cloud is basically the IBM CCRA model. IBM CCRA model means IBM Cloud Computing Reference Architecture model. So, using that IBM Smart Cloud model, how to implement the rollout plan and the workload. So, this is the main topic of this discussion. Now, in this rollout plan, I have seen that what are the adoption principle I should take, what are the components I should take care of, and what are the architectural decision I should take. Now, what are the components should be there within my cloud services? One is that users group should be there. One is that the cloud service creator group should be there. Another is the cloud service provider group should be there. And in that cloud service provider, it would be what are the cloud services are there, what are the common cloud management platform, and what are the infrastructure. Common cloud management platform is my network, storage, processor. So these are the resources which are being used not by only single user. It might be used by multiple numbers of users. So this component model must have to be there. So this is all about the rollout plan and also your workload model within your cloud computing environment. If there is any question, you can ask me. Any question? I'll share you the PPT later on, but before that I need to give some notes also. Any question, student? If there is no question, then I'm going to end up this session. Thank you all. Please get prepared for the exam.
हेलो सर।
हाँ बोलो।
सर मैं कुछ टाइम बाद आया तो अटेंडेंस दे सकते हैं क्या सर?
तो क्या नाम है?
अक्रमल 05 CS.
Okay, I'll give, but don't get late without any reason, huh?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.